Inktober, day 24. Hey everyone, my name is Chris. Welcome back to another video. Today's prompt is Dig. So I decided to go with the character of Dig Dug. What's his name? I have no idea. But I decided to make him a bit Mega Man-esque. There's something about that Mega Man style that's really cool. The big feet, the huge eyes, especially the feet and the hands, the way they grow larger in proportions than the thighs or the arms. It just looks really cool. It's a really pleasing, it's almost like the Sonic the Hedgehog satisfaction of the character, where he's just got these super thin limbs and these big feet, but everything about him looks like it makes sense. It's just cool and cartoony. I remember playing Dig Dug as a kid a lot, just trying to beat level after level after level. I don't know what the cap is. I never did beat it. I don't know if you can beat it or if it somehow auto-generates just newer, harder levels or what's up with it. But I remember staying up a long time just playing that game. Now, I've talked about this before in another Inktober video, but one of the first gaming systems that I grew up with was the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And even though I wasn't born in time of its release, my family growing up was a bit behind on game systems, so I kind of grew up with these older games, which is probably why I'm still attached to a lot of them. Now I want to talk about some of the improvements I've made just through this month alone, just through being so productive on Inktober and forcing myself to use my brushes, my ink, my dip pens. Now skill-wise, I haven't improved too much in terms of new techniques, but one thing that's definitely improved is my speed, and I can tell because I remember that some of the earlier ones would take me a lot longer than they do now, especially just the line work. The line work now is much faster. I used to be so slow at it. And in turn, it's helping me make comic pages quicker as well. Now these last couple of days I've been trying to just crank out these last few comic pages for my holiday anthology entry that I have to do. I just want to make sure that I get some eyes on it before I turn it in, and I want to be able to touch up things digitally. I don't just want to have it all inked, scanned it in, and turn that in after I letter it. I really want to make sure I have enough freedom, at least a few days, to work with it a little bit, polish it up. Now this isn't going to be my magnum opus or anything, but hey, I want my product to look good. One of the issues I'm probably going to have, in fact I think it is going to be something I have to figure out, is that the size of the paper that I'm using is made for manga type books, and I have to translate it into this more traditional Western comic size. Now I'm not going to warp or skew any of the art because that would be bad. I don't want anything to be disproportionate. But luckily enough, with the sort of manga style that I went with, it leaves a really good amount of borders and gaps in between the different panel boxes. So that gives me a lot of freedom in terms of being able to move those. I'd rather not do that, but if it comes down to it, I definitely will, and try to make it look as nice as possible. I'm currently living here in California, and it's finally starting to get a little chilly, which is cool. I love it. I can finally start wearing jackets, start trying to feel warm. There's something about the heat that just is devastating. You can't escape it. There's nothing you can do to escape it. Sure, the cold can hurt. Like sometimes it's like a blistering cold. But you can layer up, and layering up is almost infinite. You know, in the summer you can only take off so many layers. I've said this before, it can be devastating. I also noticed that a lot of people seem to be angrier whenever it's a hotter day. It's because their fucking brains are boiling. I want to do something special around the holidays. Something a little bit iconic. I don't think I want to work on another new comic, but maybe illustration-wise, I'll do something including the community. Maybe like a Christmas family portrait, and I'll have people's OCs or something. I gotta come up with something. Maybe like write a letter to Santa with your original character in mind, and Santa will draw your character for you and send it back. I don't know. I gotta think of something though. It's also going to be a weird holiday. You know, during this pandemic, I have a feeling because so many people are working from home now or being around family more often, that maybe there's going to be a cultural push, at least here in the West, of a more family-oriented holiday. More so than it already has been. And I have a feeling it's going to be one of the most memorable ones for a lot of people. Anyways, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This has been day 24 of Inktober. Like, share, and comment on the video. I'll see you all on day 25, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.